Over the past 28 days, I've been learning how to draw every single day, and here are my favorite drawings throughout this process. All right, on day 7, I made this motorcycle. I made a bunch of other stuff here, but it's kind of buns. But I made this motorcycle, and I think it's pretty good, and it's pretty complex. I didn't watch like a YouTube video for this, but there's really a lot going on here, and this was like my first time really making something this complex, and I think it turned out pretty solid, especially for day 7. Then on day 11, I made this face. I made 2 faces. I think the one up here probably looks a bit better. This is my first time really doing faces, and I think it turned out pretty decent. At this point, I really didn't figure out hair, and honestly, I still don't really know how to do hair. But this is my first time like really going at faces, and I think it went pretty well. All right, on day 16, I worked on anatomy, and I worked on it a little bit throughout the days, but this is probably the best attempt at it, looking at a side view. Is it perfect? No, the proportions aren't perfect, but I think you can tell pretty much all the body parts here, and it turned out pretty decent. I also got Mario over here, you know, it turned out pretty decent, I think. And then on day 21, I made Kakashi from Naruto. I think this is probably my best face I've made so far. The hair looks really solid. I didn't finish shading it or anything, but I think that it looks pretty solid. I didn't really finish the body either, but yeah, I think probably my best face so far. I've also worked on a good amount of landscape drawings. This is probably one of my favorites because I got like the reflection in the water. I don't know how well it worked, but I think the trees turned out pretty decent. I like the mountains in the background. I think the cabin works, especially using perspective. Now here's just another one of my landscape drawings I did more recently with like this bridge. I watched a video for this and this waterfall in the background. Overall, this has probably been my favorite drawing so far throughout this process, but just continuing to improve.